So the green streak continues. We ended up having a multiple 100% profit return in just 2 single minutes, trading from 3:54 to 3:56 p.m. We were able to outperform multiple Discord servers within just 2 minutes YOLOing SPX calls. With that being said, we had multiple wins on the day today. I'm going to be recapping the overall trades that we made today. And I'm also going to be sharing with you some levels that we're planning to watch heading into the rest of this week and next weekend. Let's get straight into the analysis. So first things first, we have to give a shout out and credit where credit is due to Uncle Tio. At 3:50 p.m., Uncle Tio ended up saying there is small support on SPY at 483.30 and that he was planning to YOLO SPX calls there. As you can see right here, alerted in real time, he ended up buying 4850 SPX calls at $1.40. And then G-Roar had replied, I'm getting in after you, LOL, man. I'm telling you, we got some whales within the chat. We got some multimillionaires, and they're alerting their trades within real time. And then as you could see, G-Roar ended up buying those calls just 2 minutes after Uncle Tio. Take a look at the real-time trade alerts. As you could see, G-Roar ended up buying 4850 SPX calls for 75 cents, and just 2 minutes later, those calls went to 490 a contract. Can you imagine putting $75 into a trade and then just quickly turning it into $500 in just 2 single minutes? And then in terms of the strike that I wanted to go with an at the money strike, and you could see, man, we literally alerted the type of trade at the same time. I just had different contracts than them. But as you could see right here, I ended up getting in on SPX 845 calls. I went with the ones that are at the money that are more expensive, and I got in at 270 a contract as soon as G-War alerted his as well with a different strike. And as soon as I got in, these calls went to 1,000 a contract in just 2 minutes. They went from 270 to 1,000 a contract, man. So yeah, it's just pretty wild what you can do with SPX making 400% returns in just 2 single minutes. G-War and I caught the exact lows of that. Big shout out to Uncle Tio for bringing awareness to that. So yeah, man, that was the crazy trade that we had today within Team Roar. In terms of the other trades, I'll quickly break down to you some analysis on what we were seeing within the 30-minute chart. So we had multiple wins on the day. In terms of the main trades, I'm going to break it down for you here real quick. I talk about this all the time within the 30-minute chart. In terms of the 30-minute chart, you can see right here, there is a green bullish wick on SPY. You see this green bullish wick on SPY. So if it's going to double bottom at the low of day retest and form this bottom wick, odds are with this type of candlestick, it's going to go bullish next 30 minutes and start to spike. So basically when SPY was retesting the lows and when it closed this 30-minute candlestick as well, I was scaling into calls for a retest of the high of this overall 30-minute wick. And then the main trade where we crushed it on calls was during the FOMC. In terms of the pattern that I was seeing, this was the pattern right here. You can see you have this red candlestick right here, and then you can see you have this green candlestick right here, but they basically look identical, right? And then the next 30 minutes, you have this big red candle, and then the next 30 minutes, you have this big red candle. And then what happens after that? In terms of what happens after that, you can see this 30-minute candlestick bottoms at the exact previous 30-minute low. And then you can see right here, this 30-minute candlestick bottoms at the exact previous 30-minute low. So when I saw this red candlestick close like that, I was buying call options on SPY, alerting to my team within real time when it was starting to retest the lows of this 30 minutes, stating that it's likely going to have a green bullish 30-minute candlestick like it did right there. So that was the main overall trades on the day. Now, with that being said, in terms of the levels that I'm going to be watching to heading into this week and next week, these are going to be some of our levels. So I want to keep an eye on the gaps. I'm going to give you guys 3 main levels. We have a gap at 490.89. If we're seeing a red bearish 30-minute confirmation towards that level, we're going to be planning to do puts there. And then right here, we have a gap at $482.50. That's another level that we're watching for. In terms of that YOLO that we made on SPX, it just made sense for it to bounce because we had very key support and we had very strong previous resistance right around this level to react to support. So it kind of made sense to buy those calls into the close for a short-term quick little spike. And in terms of the last levels that I want you to keep an eye on, it's going to be this gap right here, 476.49 and 472.40. The gap close reversal strategy is consistently working. If you've been using the trading strategy this year, you should have had a phenomenal start of January, and your account should be up a decent amount, because I'm telling you, this gap close reversal strategy is consistently making us money, man. Just look right here. It did it again. You can see the SPY ended up having a small gap up, and it literally reversed right at the gap as soon as it formed this green 30-minute candlestick. And we've been catching all of these gap close reversals within the chat, along with all of our other trades. So those are the levels that I'm going to be watching. Those are just some of them. And in terms of tomorrow, we're going to absolutely crush it. So if you do want to be a part of Team Roar, where you get access to real-time trade alerts led by GRoar within the chat, where you can also talk to GRoar within the chat and the members within Team Roar. We got a lot of multimillionaires within this program, and they absolutely love the program. GRoar has a 95% win rate. And in terms of the trades today, he's flawless, man. He had 2 trades today. The first trade he made today was on Google puts. He got in at 57 cents, and they went all the way to 71 cents. And then after that, he got into the SPX calls. So we're absolutely crushing it. If you guys do want to be a part of the program, it's going to be the first link down below. Within the description, you get access to the real-time trade alerts, you get access to the private organization, and you get access to that real-time market analysis. It's not just trade alerts. He's giving real-time market analysis within the chat and answering questions as well. So if you do want to be a part of Team Roar, it's going to be the first link down below in the description. We look forward to working with you guys, and we will see you tomorrow. We're going to absolutely crush it. We will see you then.